Hello everybody, my name is Khalior. I bring to you the latest news related to Bloodhunt and everything around it, and I help explain the news in a way to better understand what is going on. Given that most of the news about Bloodhunt these days are driven by community events, I only make news recaps whenever I think it's worth doing one. So, for posterity, archival, and recording purposes, today it is Sunday, September 22nd, 2024. It is currently 7:02 p.m. Eastern Time. It has been 880 days since the official release of Bloodhunt. Currently activated in-game is the Primus Pass still, and the current patch is the community update. We are recording this live on Twitch, not on YouTube, on Twitch. Please give me a follow to stay updated on Bloodhunt, or at least, you know, the Bloodhunt community, all of that good stuff. If you're live, feel free to ask me some questions in chat, as long as it's relevant to what I'm talking about. If you've got other things to ask about Bloodhunt, ask me when I'm done with the recording of this news. And as a reminder and a disclosure, I'm not a game dev. I'm not bound by an NDA related to Bloodhunt, and I'll do the best to explain the news with some reasonable assumptions. I also do not work for Sharkma. To all the people that contact me week after week, there's nothing I can do about things inside the game necessarily. I'm not a mod. I didn't work on the game. I can't do anything to the game. I'm just a player of the game that does content and stuff like that. That's it. That's it. I can't do anything else. I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy looking at you, girl, and going, we should play duos. No, okay. So today, in today's recap, I've got so many things, interesting things to tell you. We are at a turning point right now, so I've got a lot of things to talk to you about. And I feel that we are also going to have to do a news recap next weekend as well, because I get the feeling that we are going to get a lot of news dumped in our corner, or a lot of news to at least recap that's going to be happening this week, or things that are going to be happening in the following week. More on that next week. So, first things first, since the last news recap, thank you to everyone that came in last time for the news recap. It was great. It was fun. Thank you for Tobias for dropping in as well. That was really great of him to be there. I hope that I can get my hands on some more Techno Demon mask codes so I can do another kind of giveaway like that again. Speaking of Techno Demon, I'm just letting you know, you might be hearing about some of them really, really soon. Maybe. More details about that soon. But first of all, we're going to start like we usually do. We are going to talk about the Twitch drops. You know, that's what we do. We talk about Twitch drops. So as a reminder, everyone, and especially the people that are on YouTube, reminder that all the links to everything that I'm talking about are all in the description of the video, along with some timestamps. If ever you want to find some things that I'm talking about, we'll link them to certain people. Everything is there. Everything is also posted inside of my Discord. I have a channel that is very specific for news recaps. So if ever you want to get access to all of these things, it's all posted there. So this is the last week right now of the month that we can get these 4 Twitch drops from the top 100 streamers that have been tagged to have drops on their channel. So again, it is the Rose Tears makeup, the birthday mask, the Pineapple Power outfit, and the Cartel King outfit. You have to watch 4 hours of Bloodhunt content on the specifically marked channels in order to be able to claim them. Remember, you have to make sure that all your accounts are linked together. Go on the Bloodhunt website if you don't know what I'm talking about. You've got a page that is there especially for descriptions on how to get that happening. And yeah, the top 100 streamers. Now I've got some people that are asking, like, after this whole summer of everyone having the drops, going back to top 100, like a limited list of people having the drops, what exactly does that mean? Well, The top 100 streamers is a list that is being made up by the community managers. And that's the way for the community managers to reward the people who are streaming Bloodhunt by making sure that there are some drops attached to their streams. They go look at a site called Solinome, and they take a screenshot of the top 100 people that have been streaming the most hours of Bloodhunt, remove the people who are not supposed to have drops or that are refrained from having drops on their channel, and there you go. You've got a list of 100 channels that are tagged they're being basically rewarded for streaming Bloodhunt by having some drops on their channel. Gives a little bit more activity on the channel, a little bit more eyeballs on it. Also, you might have other activities tied to that. So usually the people, as I'm quickly changing my stream title, most people that actually have drops will have drops in their stream title. And that's how you can distinguish them from the others. How can you tell that they've got drops on their channel? Well, whenever you come inside of their channel, you load up the page, you will see at the top of the chat, it'll say like that your little notification pops out that says that you are currently collecting special drops on that channel. So when you see that pop-up show up, that means that you are on a channel that is legitimate to have drops on their channel. Because there are some people who have their stream title to say, I have drops, I've got all the drops and all that, and you go inside that channel and you go like, wait a second. It's been a few hours that I still don't have any like progression made on my drop collecting. Oh well, that sucks, they fooled you. So when I'm saying that this is the last week of the month to get these drops, the question is, when we reach September 27th in the morning, what are we going to have for the next series of drops, which are going to be officially the October drops? October drops, October, spooky month, Bloodhunt vampire game. 24 hours is the minimum right now for next month. I would love that. Like, no joke, no cap. Masquerade, I would absolutely love that if we could have 12 hours. Yeah, not 24, 12 hours. I would love that. Or I've noticed that overall, for all of the other games that have drops, over the last, I'd say, like couple of months, a lot of them have increased their amount of hours in order to collect drops, like pretty much like I would say like across the board of the usual streams that have drops, the usual games that have drops. So I wouldn't mind having more people watching Bloodhunt content. Personally, it would also encourage me to maybe stream more Bloodhunt. If there was that, because I've noticed that there are some people who have drops that, you know, they have drops and they go like, yay, I have drops. Cool. I'm going to do like 1 or 2 streams this month, which is like not really the purpose. It's not really the idea behind that. It like you were selected, you were chosen to have drops. Like go there, like go out there, make sure that people get those drops because you're streaming enough. Anyways, that's, I think, the philosophy. But yes, what I was saying is, what's going to happen for October drops? October, Bloodhunt, maybe spooky things. We don't know. It hasn't been confirmed. Some of you have known since the last stream that we were talking about with Tobias. When I was there, I was doing the news stream, and Tobias was there before starting the news stream. Tobias was there, and he was asking, what kind of things would you like to have for October drops? And I've discussed a few things. So, you know, there's been a few ideas kicked around. I know that Tobias has been in the Bloodhunt Discord in the inner circle section and has been asking people, hey, what would you like for October drops? And there's been a whole discussion that's been happening. All suggestions from people have been noted. Just keep, if ever you're going to suggest some things inside of the inner circle channel, or you're going to talk with Tobias or, you know, the community managers about which items you'd like to see in the game, stick to drops that have already existed, okay, that were already available. It's just been a while since we've seen them. If you'd like to see some of those things to come back, that's a good idea. but stick to items that already exist in the game. As Tobias has explained to some people, the items that we have in the game are the items that we have. Okay. Now, there are some people that have been doing some data mining inside the game and have seen some things. I would heavily discourage you from talking to the community managers about data mine things, because they are not necessarily going to encourage discussions about data mine things. Also, there are some items that are bugged. A lot of the data mine items, things that you can see if ever you find some cosmetics, a lot of them are bugged. They would need some fixes. They would need some fixes from the developers, or maybe there are some little secrets that they are keeping, like, you know, down on the side. If ever they need to bring out some things, maybe we can pull up a little secret thing for the community. So don't ask for those things, you know, that are not available right now, because most likely the answer is just gonna be no, and is gonna be like, there's nothing really that we can do. And also it's gonna give false hopes to people who say like, oh wait, there's all these things. We don't want to get people hyped up too much either. So if there's any things that you would like to have that you don't have, that are items in the games, these are good things that you can suggest. And now there's been a lot of suggestions, and I believe Tobias has been working this week on making sure that the Twitch drops list for October is already good and ready to go. Now we are just waiting for him to let us know what they are going to be. Now, and yeah, so I'm expecting him to drop some hints about that, or drop the list at some point this week in the Inner Circle channel of the Bloodhunt Discord. Yes, and just in general, whatever you're asking also for items, do that respectfully and do it very, very nicely. So, you know, yeah, and especially if you're asking for drops, bonus points for you if you're asking for something that's already been distributed as a Twitch drop in the past. That's always good. Okay, now let's go to the other section that we usually talk about, is the community voting. Now, as usual, community voting, it's been a few weeks, so I'm going to go through... I'm gonna go through very quickly, like, all the vote results and all the vote choices that we have, that we've got inside the game. This is mostly for archiving purposes. It's mostly just to have a video out there to go like, here exactly is what we had week for week. So I'm just gonna speed through those as much as possible. Okay. So. The voting results that we had on September 1st, what we had there was 37% vote winner for TDM maps was Railway Station, Abandoned Mall, and Memorial Park. For legendary weapons, at 40% of the vote, we had Flare Gun, Burst Rifle, Crossbow, and Assault Rifle. For artifacts, at 59% of the votes, and that surprised the heck out of pretty much everyone, that it was 59% of the community that voted to have Hand of Glory and Expeditious boots. Yeah, but at least we got the boots, but to get the hand back in the game, people were very, very much surprised. But at the same time, boots and Hand of Glory, not that much of a surprise. I believe that a lot of people expected maybe the vote to be a little bit lower, not to have the hand in game. That's what we got. So the on that day, the vote choices that we had for that week were these. So we had the choice for artifacts between Eye of Thorns, Hand of Glory, Expeditious Boots, and Crofamulus, Rourke's Ram, and Noddist Volume. For TDM maps, we had Red Light District, Harbor, and Library, Rodolphinum, Divine Disco Graveyard, Skybar Railway Station, and Slaughterhouse. And for legendary weapons, we had Dual Pistols, Toggler, Sniper Rifle, Tommy Gun, Revolver, Hunting Rifle, Double Tap, and Marksman Rifle. Option 3, Burst Rifle, 9-barrel, Pistol, and Assault Rifle. Now, the results of that... There we go. So we had TDM maps 45%, legendary weapons 44%, and artifacts 47%. So very strong votes from the community to have these results. So that was Red Light, Harbor, and Library. Dual pistols, toggler, sniper rifle, and Tommy gun, and the Expeditus boots and Crofamulus. So that was a very good choice for that week. Very happy to see all of that. The choices then that we got for that week were, for artifacts, Hand of Glory, Crofamulus, Eye of Thorns, and Boots, the Book, and the Ram. For TDM maps, Harbor, Railway Station, Graveyard, Rodolphinum, Skybar, Abandoned Mall, Burning Church, Rooftop Restaurant, and Slaughterhouse. And for legendary weapons, we had the combos of dual SMGs, revolver, flare gun, hunting rifle, double tap LMG, dual crossbows, pistol, dual pistols, pump shotgun, double barrel, and silence SMG. And what did we choose for that? Well, what we chose is basically what we've just had inside of the game this week. And for the next 45 minutes or so, as we're talking right now, as of this recording, a very tight choice in terms of TDM maps at 37%. So the choice was very divided. We got Harbor, Railway Station, and Graveyard. For legendary weapons, again at 37%. The community did not exactly know which one to choose, but the one that came up top was dual pistols, pump shotgun, double barrel, and silence SMG. Now, for artifacts, and I believe that surprised a heck of a lot of people, at 48, so that's almost half of the people that voted for the Hand of Glory and Crofamulus. With the options that we had, that shocked a lot of people. We thought that it was going to be, or if at least Hand of Glory was going to be voted, it was more going to be around like the 30% or something like that. But no, this was almost 50%. So that was very surprising. Now, as of 19 minutes ago, the vote was closed for what we have this week as vote options. So the options that we had, and that we're currently waiting for the vote results to come in as of right now. The votes are between Expeditus Boots, Rourke's Ram, Crofamulus and Hand of Glory, and Eye of Thorns and Noddest Volume. For the TDM maps, we've got Skybar, Burning Church, Rooftop Restaurant, Railway Station, Library, and Red Light, Memorial Park, Divine Disco, and Rodolphinum. And for legendary weapons, we have the choices of Auto Shotgun, Hunting Rifle, Tommy Gun, and Double Barrel Shotgun, the Revolver, Double Tap, Dual SMGs, and Assault Rifle, and for option 3, Dual Pistols, Silence SMG, Crossbow, and Flare Gun. We are going to see what the vote results are going to be in about 40 minutes from now, for the people who are live. But yeah, it's going to be a very interesting choice. Why is that? It's because next Saturday we have a tournament that's going to be happening, and so the results of all of these, of this current vote, are going to be changing the variables of that thing. The other thing also that we have is, and some people might not have noticed because it's been posted only inside of the Bloodhunt Discord, but Tobias on September 9 announced a little event. He said here, share your best clips when displaying the use of the Expeditus boots in the video channel inside of the Bloodhunt Discord, and tag me for a chance to win up to 5,000 tokens. Have your clips in before the end of September. Now, this is interesting and all, and if you especially want to get some tokens to buy some things inside the store, especially with October coming, that would be great, but it only works if we have the Expeditus boots chosen. So we're going to be waiting to see if the community wants to have boots. Now we only have this week to complete this challenge. I don't know if anyone's been posting videos, clips of their inside of the video channel. I hope some people did. But yeah, I hope that at least I've been posting about it on my Twitter. By the way, follow my Twitter. I post if you want to know a lot of the things that are happening with Bloodhunt. My Twitter is filled with more info. Thank you, Makrai. It's filled with more info about what's happening currently with Bloodhunt than the official Bloodhunt channel. Sure. Okay, now we're gonna go in the part about the community events. So for community events, first of all, I want to note to everybody, as I usually do, join up with the Bloodhunt Discord. Inside of the Bloodhunt Discord, there is the community events channel. This is where we post everything that the community does. Remember that a lot of the events that are happening right now, except for one, well, I mean, except for two, if you're counting this little boots event, all of the events are being run by the community. So it would be very important if you want to participate in a lot of things that we're doing. Everything is posted in the community events channel. But here we go with a little recap so I can give you a little bit more details about it. First of all, I'm just going to briefly mention that there is the Trios Kill Per Minute event. So these are the results as of today. Like every day or once every 2 days, I will be posting who are the people that are on top of this event. Even Tobias got tired of the Hand of Glory and decided to organize a competition with boots usage. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's to entice people to vote more about boots. I don't know. So yeah, if you don't already know, I always link the details about that. Currently, there is an event. This is an event that's organized by Tobias and Sharkmob Bloodhunt. Okay, this is an official event organized by Sharkmob. If you don't know, it's a trios kills per minute event. It's basically everyone that is inside that is playing trios throughout September that is a part of this event. This is based on individual performance throughout of September. And on September 30th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, Tobias is going to take a screenshot of all the people that are inside of this specific leaderboard on the Tracker GG website for Bloodhunt with the if you click on this tweet, there is like the official rules that Tobias has posted inside of the Bloodhunt Discord. So in order to participate, you don't need to do any signups. You need to have played a minimum of 45 different trios matched during the month of September. You need to have a spotless record in terms of cheating, abusing rules in the past with Sharkmob. So you need to be in good standing, never get yourself banned or anything. And yeah, the competitions is based on individual performances, and there's going to be 9 winners. And the winners of that are going to get some of the old rank rewards as rewards here. So it's cutting off a little bit here, but yeah, you've got the bronze levels, which is a banner, an icon, and an icon. For silver, it's the silver icon and banner with a back silver tattoo. And for the gold winners, you got the gold banner and icon and a Symmetromania tattoo, but a gold version of it. So there's going to be the top 3 winners are going to get the people that find themselves on the top 3 of the leaderboard are going to get these prizes. Afterwards, the next 3 ones are going to get silver, and the next 3 ones are going to get the bronze prizes. Now, the thing that I posted here, and just a little bit more detail, because some people have been talking about whoever you're going to find yourself at the top of it and all of that. I have started to post more than just the top 9. Originally, I just posted the top 9 just to show people who are going to win. But after going through the details of like, hey, you need to have 45 matches in order to count. You need to have your account be in good standing and all of that. And there are some people that would find themselves at the top of the list, at the top of the leaderboard, who are actually people that decide to put themselves there, but they're, you know, they are not all, like, because of the rules that make you available to qualify. Well, there's some people that are up there that do not qualify, and some people know that they are doing this just for the heck of competing against each other, and they're not actively trying to participate. They're just trying to make it harder for the other people that are there. So there's a bunch of people that are there at the top 9. They, like, if we had to go through the list today, a lot of them are not allowed to win anything. So there's other people inside of the category that could probably have a chance at getting the prizes. Now, you know, it could be because, I don't know, because of the, you can see here, hold on, let me get back to the other, you see the kills per minute, but you also see matches played. So you can look in here and already, like, first thing that you do, look at the people that do not have 45 matches played during the period of 30 days, and you can already eliminate these people from the list. Also, there's some people, but that's a little bit more hidden. You might not know there's a bunch of people here that are not in good standing with Sharkmob, meaning that they have had their account banned in the past, or, you know, temporary bans, or all sorts of things, or maybe they've been banned from the Discord, or any sorts of stuff like that. So there's a different variations of exactly what it means to be in good standing, and that's entirely up to Sharkmob. Like, not even myself, I don't know anything. Far, who is a Discord mod and is under NDA, can't even tell me anything about any of that. So, you know, that is going to be up to Tobias and the other community managers' discretion to tell you exactly which one of these accounts here is in good standing or not. Yeah, let's disconnect. Why not? Okay. Yeah, that's why I've been posting more than the top nine there, because there's still chances for a lot of people that are finding themselves, like, even up to level 28 here. There's still chances for all of these people to, like, in the last remainder of days that we have until September 30th, there's still chances for you to find yourself at the top there and be able to perform in this event. So, like, don't worry about it. I said I was going to do a quick reminder, but I had to explain everything. All right, let's move on to another topic of conversation. Yeah, so I mentioned earlier that we had the Techno Demon giveaway that happened on my channel. So I want to congratulate the two people who have won the masks. So that's Balenciaga Bat and Dom, also known as Rizzler inside the game, if he hasn't changed if he hasn't changed his name again. And I want to mention, as I mentioned during the stream, I still have 2 more codes to give out eventually before the end of the year for sure, or unless Tobias unlocks some more Techno Demon codes that we can give out. And Makrai, my mod, who is here in the chat, also has a spare one. And she's been starting to stream Bloodhunt a little bit again, so maybe she's gonna do something special to give out a Techno Demon code. So yeah, here you go. Here she's there. So click on her link if ever you're in the chat, and go give her a follow. Are there other people inside the community who still hold on to Techno Demon codes? I know there's a few. Some of them just forgot that they have some, or some of them are just waiting for the right opportunity, or for Khalior to kick them in the butt and go like, hey, you got a Techno Demon code, do something with it. People want Techno Demons. I know, because a lot of people came on my stream to have a chance of getting a Techno Demon. There you go. Anyways, so that's that. Now, another thing, another reminder, and I'm sorry that I'm doing this so late in the day about that, but yes, I have the Nosferatu event, the last one of the summer clan craze that I've been doing this summer, of basically play 30 matches while being in one of the clans. So in this case, this is Nosferatu, so you had to play as Saboteur or Prowler. Any which kind of matches inside like all the game modes inside of Bloodhunt during a specific 2-week period of time. And yeah, all you got to do is fill out the form to enter, and I'm gonna go count every matches of everyone, and then gonna pick 2 winners at random from all of the people who qualify, and they will get their choice of code from all the 8 different codes that I'm giving out to the community. So there's still time for you. I might not even close the form right now at 8 p.m., which is in 30 minutes. I might not even do that. I might wait until tomorrow if you want to still sign up for the people who are in here. But that, yeah, at some point during the week, if I manage to have the time during this week, I'm going to announce who the winners are for this event. I think this was a very fun event. I think for me personally, it let me know what people want in terms of like codes. I understand that there's a lot of people that are still missing out on the 2 different batches of community prizes that we've been giving out. There's still a lot of demand for that. And taking all of this info and moving it on to Tobias to go like, hey, Tobias, please give me some codes. I know that a lot of people want the Lupin outfit still. Tobias is going to go, okay, here's some more Lupin outfits to give out, Khalior. Good, thank you. If ever there's other people that want to make events, maybe you can ask, you know? Definitely was fun. Haven't used Sabin forever. That's what I love. It's during this event, we went through all of the different clans inside of the game. And for the people who participated, even the people that did not even send their entry or forgot to send their entry, it was good to have people come to me going like, this was such a cool idea. I've never played, like, I hate the Ventru clan, but I've been liking to learn to play Warden a little bit more. Or as much as I hate, you know, as much as I don't really like playing Toreador, because I played so many matches, I suddenly like go like, hey, wait a second, I can expand my horizons and play on some other clans instead, just because I'm trying to do this event. And that kind of feedback, Scissor, that's the kind of stuff that I love to hear, because then it makes me go like, all right, I gotta come up with some more ideas of things to do, you know, because, you know, it's you know, sometimes when you play the game and when you've done everything inside the game, you're kind of looking for like, all right, give me a reason to play, give me some objectives, give me some things to do. And doing these events like this, like it's exactly for that. That's why I make those things. And I gotta go back in the think tank and come up with some more little events like that. But we're gonna see right now about that. Another thing that is unfortunately like ending today. So also I might close that maybe in the morning. I don't know. We've got the new version of Fashion Victims, which I now call Embrace the Masquerade. So again, it's the same way that Fashion Victims used to work. We have a theme. Send a screenshot of something that fits the theme, the best way that you can interpret it. And then we are going to put all the screenshots of all the submissions that have been sent to me. And for this different version of how this all works, one winner will be voted from all the submissions by the community. I want to reiterate. Now, this event, we do not have any judges to pick and select six of the screenshots to be selected by, you know, to be and presented to be voted on the way we used to do. We used to do a comparative vote, you know, between 2 screenshots from 6 people that we chose. Some people didn't like the things that we chose and thought that their submissions were better than others. So to help remove, like, to take in the feedback and improve the event, I've rebranded the event. Now it works differently while still being kind of the same. And that's what I'm going to do. Everyone that submits anything through this event, they're all going to be put on the same page as everyone else. And now it's going to be every outfit you're going to rank from 1 to 10. and at the end, it's the outfit that gets the the most points, who is going to be the one that wins. And what do they win? Well, for this time, they're winning all of the things. So the flamingo hair color, the bubblegum hair color, the spectral wing tattoo, the slumbermaker icon, and love letter banner. Even if you've got some of them, it means that you've got an extra code that you can give out to someone if ever you got all of these. But yeah, so today is the last day that you can submit your screenshot. Let me do just a little live recount. Just a little live. Let me go inside of the event right now. Okay, and that's number 13. I have 7, count it, 7 submitted screenshots. And it's still open right now. So if ever you want to get a chance at getting those prizes, right now your chances are good because there's only 7 people that submitted something. We are going to see. Maybe people don't understand that this isn't Fashion Victims. This isn't working the same way that it used to be. I was told by several people that if I changed the format of how this worked, if I removed the judges and I made everyone vote, that they would submit more things. And I understand maybe the message didn't pass. So we're going to see. I'm already scheduling one in October already. You kind of get an idea of what exactly we're going to go for in terms of a theme in October. Wink, wink. You can already start thinking about that. But yeah, so I'm going to leave that open for tonight. Maybe tomorrow I am going to, before going to work, I'm going to put all the screenshots together and put the form up for the voting. And how the vote is going to go, of course, I'm going to keep the same thing as last time, is if you vote in this event, you sign up to vote and all of that, I'm going to take one person from all of the people that vote, and I'm going to give you a bend the knee emote code. Just at a random, just to encourage people to vote. So if you want to participate in this, if you want to get a chance at maybe winning all of these codes, just click the link in. Just click the link that's in there. I'm even going to put it in chat right now. If you're a person that's currently watching, yeah, that should be good. Yeah, that should work, I think. Anyways. So go join in, send a submission, and we're gonna see. Okay. Next thing to talk about. Yeah. Okay. Next thing to talk about. Boom. Scrims. So the scrims have been a good success. I've been setting up a calendar, a public, like kind of a public calendar. Any person can go inside of the calendar and see what's going to happen. But if you're a streamer and you want to stream Bloodhunt and have some scrims happen, yeah, go look at that calendar and tell me where you want to be placed, where you want to have your stream happen. Basically, I understand that some people sign up and don't even know what a scrim is. So a scrim is basically, it's a little event where people get together and we all queue at the same time in order to play against each other. It's a more like a little organized event where we all queue together in order to make sure that we are playing with, or we're playing against the people that we want. And it can be like any mode. It doesn't matter which game mode you're in. It's just a moment where we go 3, 2, 1, queue everyone, and then we're all inside of the same matches. And it's up to the streamer to decide whichever game mode that you want to be in. Do you want to actually do things with the community, or you want to do that with a group of friends inside of your Discord, but still streaming it for people? Yeah, and also I'm giving you a code for like I use I reserve the time for like 4 hours. So I'm telling people basically during this block of 4 hours you're gonna do scrims, and you're also gonna give out a code. Now I give them the choice of like which cosmetic code they want to give out to people, and how they give it out is entirely up to them. Some people said that I'm gonna make people fight for it. I'm gonna organize a little thing, or I'm gonna do a little tournament and people are gonna fight for it. Some people have said, like Hooligan did yesterday, he said, I'm gonna play marbles on stream, and everyone that wants to get in, it's gonna be the person that survives the course. So it's completely random. Some people, like Jelly Finesse, decided to use a spinning wheel with all of the names of the people and decided to do like an elimination thing where you spin the wheel and every person that gets chosen gets taken off until there's only one name that's left on the wheel and that person wins it. But it's completely random. It's left up to chance. Some people want to just like use any of the other, like, you know, giveaway different solutions or apps that exist in the world. It's entirely up to them to decide how they do that. Yeah, so far a lot of people have been doing solos. It's also entirely up to the streamer how they want to do that. Like they can do a thing like, okay, it's just everyone queues up and like we're just trying to play against each other. Some other people have been going like, all right, next game is gonna be sniper only mode, or next one is going to be like melee only mode, or next match we're all playing Nosferatu, so everyone get Nosferatu, we're gonna like whichever weapon you want and all of that. So it's just like to take over the category on Twitch of Bloodhunt, get some more, you know, let's get to know each other, have some friendly matches between each other inside of Bloodhunt, get some more people out there. Also make sure that we start getting some more codes out there, because it's been a long dry summer without a lot of events happening. So now we're getting slowly back into it, getting some more, you know, some more people interested in joining these events, and I've been liking the participation from some people. Also, I want to let people know I'm already taking some spots for October. So send me your details, send me a Discord DM whenever you want to set up your scrim, the date and time, your time zone as well, when you want to do that, and also your choice of what kind of cosmetic you'd like to give out. Now, there's people that have been asking for, like, you know, can I do more? Can I do more? There's even one person that's just like, I want to set up one a week. I'm just like, hold on a second. We're going to give everyone a chance to sign up and get inside of that. We don't want to turn this into like, oh, it's this main person that's doing it every week. Also, like, it's also a question of like distributing codes. At some point, like, it's just like, okay, we're starting to, like, when there's too many scrims at the same time, you know, it starts beginning like, okay, we're giving away codes like candy. We don't necessarily want to do that, or else there's not going to be a reason to have anything to look forward to in the future. With that being said, I'm happy to do that for October as well. October is a good month for Bloodhunt. October is a really good month for Bloodhunt because vampires and all that sort of stuff. So to get more people interested inside the game, they have a little bit more visibility, to know that we have a community and that we're all having fun together and all of that stuff. I think it could be beneficial for everyone. So if you're a streamer, like I said, contact me. I'm going to be happy to continue that in November if some people want to. As a reminder, November, I'm going to be super busy, so events for me are not going to be happening too much. I'm just going to be like support in the background. So I can still do that for November if some people want to do that. If people want to make events, hey. Also, I want to add, sorry to go a little bit long on this, but I want to mention this. I want to do a little PSA. Because in the last, I'd say, couple of weeks, I have had at least 3 people that were either setting up an event, or that had signed up to have scrims, or that were thinking about doing scrims, that had to come to me and said, I'm gonna cancel it. And these 3 people, the reasons were, there's a lot of people, or there's specific people, I don't exactly know. Some people have been okay with giving me names, some people have not been giving me names and just wanted to be anonymous and all of that. Some people have basically been ruining some events, or have been targeting some people, or have been stream sniping, or have been making sure that they know that they are being targeted by other people, just kind of like ruin their events, or that they've seen other people being harassed. Okay, it's not necessarily people that have been harassed themselves, but in case of one person, they've been going like, I've seen this event happen and it's been bad because I specifically know, or I figured out what happened, and I don't want to be a target of that. So Khalior, respectfully, I'm pulling out of what I'm doing, or just put this on ice until some people start doing other things. So as a PSA, let's not harass each other. So yeah, the people have been on the receiving end of toxic behavior, and this makes us look bad as a community, hurts the credibility or fun of us having events. Yeah, and like I said, there's people who want to host events and get turned off when they realize they have to deal with some BS from the community. I think that we can do better, even if the people who are doing the harassment, they tell me like, I don't really care, this is a dead game, who cares what happens, whatever, like it's just, I'm just having my fun, why can't people see it my way? And no matter how much you talk to some of them, they just don't realize that their way of having fun is not fun for the rest of the people that they do certain things to. Anyways, consequences to that are like either we start having less and less events that people want to do, or we're gonna have to start pointing fingers inside of the community, or maybe excluding players from events or getting prizes, because, you know, as using their own words, they don't care that much what happens to the game because it's not a game that's alive. Every effort that I'm doing or Far's doing or other people in the community, it's not really important to their eyes. So we might start excluding players from events and tournaments and getting prizes, and even though they score high, we might not necessarily like let them in or whatever, or even acknowledge them. We might start to have to remove them from the community because the rest of the people don't want to do things because they are ruining things for others. I just want to say we're not going to go down that road unless we're forced to take it. So again, just putting it out there, we can do better. I think that we can do better. If you're one of these people and you're listening to me, or you're listening to like this clip from someone else, you're not helping. And if you're not helping, it's okay. I understand some people that don't want to help me or don't want to help things inside of the community. That's okay. If you're not gonna help, that's okay, as long as you don't hinder our efforts. When you start to be in my way, that's when I'm starting to go like, okay, what's the problem? You know, what's the problem? We're trying to do something innocent here. We're trying to do things for the community. Why you gotta be like that, bruh? So just want to know the news. Yeah, I know. All right, let's continue. This is my PSA. Spread the word a little bit. I just like it's wearing us down whenever there's stuff like that. And I know that specifically me myself, the last 2 weeks, instead of organizing events for the community, I've been doing a lot of community management and dealing with other people's worries about different people. So there's been at least like 3 different situations that have been blowing up in my DMs for the last 2 weeks. That's been draining my energy. It's been draining my will to do things for the community. I know some people like also like turn down some events because of all of that stuff, or learning about stuff that's been going on in the community. Yeah, so I could have been doing a lot more for October, or for things for the community, or just things for myself, but I've had to deal with that. And I like to do events. I like to focus on my own things as a streamer, as a content creator. I didn't sign up to do community management. There are people who are doing community management that exist, that work in the Discord, that work in this universe that we're playing. They are doing it. Now, there's other people that are good at talking to people and hearing people out and maybe like fixing some things inside, you know, relationships that people have or issues that people have with each other. That's fine. It's been mostly irritating me, even though I've been doing it out of the goodness of my heart, but it's been irritating to me because I've also been thinking, after these conversations are over, I could be doing something else. Or I said I was going to do some things for the community or already prepare some things, and I didn't, because all of that time's been like eaten out. So that's been like 2 weeks of just for me. And getting closer to October, it's getting me a little bit stressed out. Anyways, PSA done. Sorry, getting off my soapbox. Let's continue with the news. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, this is what this is what the Scrims calendar looks like. But there's been a lot of things that have been added to it. So you can turn those off if ever you don't want to see like the other things. You can just have like, oh, look, there's our scrims. So like today, we're going to have Damn Duck at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Who's going to do his scrims? We've got Black Goddess on Wednesday morning, really, really early. Or, I don't know, it's going to be like in the morning for you in EU, if ever you want to join in. Next Saturday, we're going to have Hala at the end of the day. And then like you see, I still got some spots open. I've got no one doing anything on the 26th or the 27th. Like for the rest of the week in the evening, there's no one doing any scrims. So if ever there's some people that want to do something, remember to give me a DM. And like I said, for October, I only got Hooligan, and I can take some other people in here. Oops, can I hide these community? I'm gonna hide these community events. Hide? No, do this and hide it. Yeah, I only have Hooligan, so got some things. Got some spots opened up for October. If you're one of the people that needs to plan a lot in advance, you can always hit me up, let you know exactly what's going on. Now, the other thing, the thing that I posted inside of the chat, we have a competitive trios event that's happening next Saturday for PC, but this is for Latin America. How is this happening? Can you tell us any details about this, Khalior? Yes. First of all, here's the way to sign up. There's a Google Doc. Now here's a little bit of what's happened. I'm sorry for the people who are in stream right now. There's going to be some ads and I can't do anything about it. Subscribe. So this is an event. I've been contacted by someone by Catch Demon. That's the person that's organizing the event, is Catch Demon on Discord. That's asked me, hey Khalior, how do I make trios event? How do I make competitive events and all of that? And I gave them all of the info. I gave them a copy of one of my trios signups and a part of the rules and all of that stuff. And I tell them, like, already, you know, the usual thing. Here's the details, and then contact Tobias if ever you want to do things. Competitive is going to require a little bit more and blah, 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 and all of that. And so next thing they tell me is, like, there's an event that's being set up. It's going to be about a private server. People of all skill levels are invited. It's going to be happening at our usual time that we have a fundament, for the people who know the time, and registration closes on Wednesday. So I don't know exactly what's the status of this. I didn't organize this, so if ever you got some questions, or like someone told me today in DMs, like, can you have my team signed up? I'm just like, not my event. Contact Catch Demon in the Discord. Just know that the sign up form is in Portuguese. It's in Portuguese. I don't know exactly the contents of it or what the prizes are. Any of this, it's their event. What I can tell you is that me, myself, on my Discord, I know that someone's gonna have to stream it. I know that a lot of people in Latin America, Brazil, all these people, like, I know that some of them are inside of our community already and they have streams, so it's going to be streamed at some point. I don't know who. I don't know the details about that. I'm hoping that we're gonna know this week at some point. And I know it's going to be happening at someone's going to stream it. So I'm going to do a little watch party in my Discord if you want to join next Saturday at about that time. So 2 p.m. Eastern time on the 28th. And we're going to see if we can figure out if someone's going to be streaming something. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Are we going to be able to understand whatever's going to be happening? Or is it all going to be in Portuguese? I don't know. I have no clue. So yeah, we're gonna see what happens when that happens. Yeah, we don't know. It's just we don't know. But yeah, some people have asked, like, I'm sure that's one thing that I'm absolutely sure is that every competitive event, remember, also on a private server, so needs 10 teams. Also, I always needed backup teams, and we always use the backup teams as well. So if ever you're a person that's in North America or Latin America and you want to join in on this event, it's a competitive event. I imagine there's competitive prizes that go along with that. Yeah, if you want to sign up, don't hesitate to sign up. They're probably looking for other teams. I would imagine they're looking for other teams to compete or to have in backups. I would imagine. Go ahead, give it a shot. I'm not a competitive player, so I can't really join in this. I suck at trios. So also, I'm really busy with a bunch of stuff. I can't practice right now Bloodhunt as much as I would love to. So yeah, go have a little look at all of this. Oh, and we've got Mr. Cheeks that is currently right now in the stream. Hello, Mr. iClutchCheeks. You should probably click his name and follow him. Why? It's because we have a 1v1 solo tournament that's hosted by Mr. Cheeks. That is happening. Wait, let's look at the calendar. Let's look at the Scrims calendar. Let's go check and go into community events. Oh, won't you look at that? It's there. Not this. It's right here on October 5th. Wow, this little private solo event. What exactly does that mean? Well, this is I did a little mock-up for Mr. Cheeks. He hasn't announced it yet. It's not posted yet on the Bloodhunt community events, but I'm hoping it's going to be soon. Hint. This is a little mock-up that I made for him. I probably imagine that he's going to use it. So yes. No, not Maya DMs. I told you who to contact for that. Maya doesn't help with that. To post it, okay, so for the people who don't know, the people who are allowed to post in the community events channel are Meriden Unknown and Far. So yeah, so if ever you want to post something in there, it's either one of these two. It's Far or Meriden. There's also some special rules according to that also as well. So what I was about to say, hey, cool event, right? This is what we have here. So 1v1 event, private server on October 5th. It's going to be happening at the same time that we do Fundaments, as usual, limited number of participants allowed to compete because it is on the private server, and also it is a tournament. So Mr. Cheeks, I've been helping it out to like plan some of the details of that stuff. He already has a tournament format, grid, and everything. So there's only a limited number of participants that can join this tournament because of the tournament format and all of that. So, like he says right now, blue AK only, melee of your choice, no prowler, no artifacts, best of 3, everyone streams their point of view. Yeah. And it's everything, all of this is organized and managed by Mr. Cheeks here. Yeah, there's going to be prizes attached to that, to be officially confirmed by Tobias after discussion. So yeah, I'm going to be very curious to see how all of this is going to happen. What are you sending to me? Oh, what am I? Can I? Oh, I'm not sure I'm supposed to. Sorry. This is because of my. Once it's finished doing its thing, there we go. Boop, 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 boop. Beep, boop. I mean, I'm not gonna do anything in there, but necessarily like this is what it looks like. So we've got already a grid that's already set up. Winner, it's all gonna be best of 3, and the last one is gonna be best of 5. And yeah, like it says, best of 3, blue AK only, melee allowed, no artifact. If you disconnect, you disqualify. There's some reasons for that. He's gonna explain that to you whenever that's gotta happen. Every contestant has to stream, and yeah, there's specific rules about, like, we've discussed how exactly it's going to go. So there's some steps for that. There's going to be prize for first, for second, and for third and fourth. But again, the rewards all to be determined. Look here. You've got some participants here. You've got some names here. Lemmy, J, Enzi, Prop, Cinder, Blazer, Cyril, Jabori, Vamplol, Touchman, and you've got maybe some maybes that he's updating right now as we're speaking. So yeah, he's got it on lockdown. He's got a big event there, so that's why you might understand that it is limited to number of participants. There's limited number of participants, so yeah, if ever you want to join, as you can see, that's not a list of 16 people. Because I think you need a minimum of 16 people to have this event. There's plenty of people left. So yeah, 1v1, all the people that have been asking, can we have a 1v1 event? Can we have some solos, 1v1s and all of that? There you go. That's an event that's going to happen. I personally am going to be super interested to see how this will happen. Because also there's been some people that have been asking about, hey, Khalior, how about competitive trios? Is that a thing? Is that a thing that could happen? Can we do that? I'm still not convinced that that's a thing that could happen, but you know what? We're going to go along with that. We're going to go with that. But yeah, I'm interested to see, can this happen? If this happens there, can we do more of that? Is that a thing that can happen once in a while? You know, if ever this goes well, that would be cool to have another event like that. I don't know, maybe in November. I don't know. I don't know. So, yeah, if ever you want to join, contact Mr. Cheeks. Oh, what did I have else to tell you? Yes. Lemmy, we don't know exactly what the rewards are, because it's on discussion with Tobias right now. So whenever all that's going to be settled and all put together, he's going to, Mr. Cheeks is going to be looking at. Oh, he says current community rewards. All right, I don't know exactly what that means. I'm just playing a little innocent right now. But he's gonna give you like the more detailed explanation of what exactly does that mean. So continuing with what I was talking about, because it's already past 8 already. I need to hurry up. So I've been mentioning October events. I'm not quite at the point of announcing everything yet. I hope that this week, everyone that is waiting on some confirmations and some things, I hope that is going to be happening, because we would like to be able to announce some things for our October. I know that I'm working on a fundament right now. We're working on confirming a fundament. I'm working on there's going to be an Embrace the Masquerade fashion event that's going to be happening. There's the 1v1s that's going to happen in October. I'm working on a scavenger hunt. Shout out to Supernova, who's been helping me with finding me some screenshots of things. But yeah, there's going to be a scavenger hunt. Scavenger hunt again to be confirmed. Prizes to be confirmed. I need to talk to talk about that with Tobias. There might be more prizes on the way in terms of community prizes. There's a few other things that I would like to organize, but I'm not, I'm working on a lot of things. Again, remembering you, I'm just one guy doing what I can. I know that some people, while we're on the topic of all of that, I know that some people have been asking me, so when's next competitive trios, Khalior, for PC? My answer is still, I don't know. Right now, I'm looking at November. I need the details to be looked into, but I'm just going to be like, I don't think that October is going to be a date that I'll be able to do anything about that. So I'm looking right now at November. I'll let you know if ever that happens for me. That's going to be discussed throughout October. But yeah, again, all of these events, all of these things, they don't need to necessarily fall on me to make them happen. You can do like Mr. Cheeks here and organize an event by yourself. Ask some help from me. I can do those things. Ask some help from Far. Even though Far is not necessarily going to be doing a lot of things inside of the community because real life stuff, definitely like you can do things, Hey, Guy Khalior wants a mask too. That would be cool. I'm not, one of the, to be honest, I would love to have more time to play Bloodhunt and actually get better to actually be able to compete. That would be great, but I have so many things and I can't let the content creator let to the side. I need to play other games. I need to feature stuff. I also have my own kind of schedule of things that I want to do for my streams in October. So mixed in organizing a lot of stuff for Bloodhunt, I need to also prepare a lot of stuff for me, for my stream. So we're gonna see what happens. Anyway, so as a reminder, again, to see all of those community events, go in the Bloodhunt Discord, and there you go. I'm just gonna post it again. Go in the Bloodhunt Discord in the community events channel, or if you can't follow any of this, I highly recommend you follow my socials, mostly my Twitter. Everything about Bloodhunt I post on my Twitter. If you don't follow Twitter, you don't want to be included inside of Twitter, go on my Discord. My Discord, I have live notifications. I have notifications for when I'm going live, when I'm tweeting about something. I also post announcements. I have everything that automatic postings from everything that goes in the community events, or anything that is from the Bloodhunt Discord is automatically posted inside of my Discord. So I know my Discord is not super community based. I don't do things for, hey, yay, my community of people that follow Khalior. I'm not about that much. It's more like the hub of things and a few memes. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in there. Hella purple pink codes. There's gonna be purple pink codes are gonna make a comeback, Caesar, soon. All right. Moving on from the events, I'm sorry I've been talking a lot about a bunch of things. I'm gonna talk about updates from the Discord. Maya has had some very interesting discussions inside of the Bloodhunt Discord this week, and I want to take the time because it's things that if you follow me, it's things that you already know, but she has been confirming a lot of things that if people don't believe me for some reason, because they think I might be like completely out of my mind, here's some actual discussions that have been happening and confirmations from Maya. Now, take those with a big grain of salt because these are not super confirmed things, but let's look into this. Lunar Dragon Fairy, a new person that's been inside of the Bloodhunt Discord, has been saying, what was the actual reason they stopped development? Like, I thought it was lack of player interest, but if that's the case, then could have been caused by a lack of proper advertisement, which honestly, that's pretty much what Bloodlines dealt with. But the game seems to be very popular and has a decent player count, so Maya says it was the lack of players, as you have said. The player count isn't enough to sustain further development. Could it possibly resume or at least update what was planned if the player base increased? After Exoborne is done, of course. Maya answers, maybe yes, maybe not. We would have to be in that situation first and then see if it's even a constant and stable increase. Constant and stable increase of players. Okay, this is kind of like letting you, probably not, okay? Probably not, but at the same time, maybe yes, maybe not. She says, I tried to spread the word, but all I can do is mention the game and hope for the best. I was hoping to see my favorite clan Hekata, to be added, but I keep playing the game. I also got a friend to play as well. He's become quite addicted to the game. Maya says, spreading the word always helps. It may not bring back development, but it gives us a reason to keep the servers open. So, development for the game, maybe yes, maybe no. There's not a no. There's not a definitive no. But she's just like, we would need to be in that situation and we would need an increase. Constant and stable increase. Again, she's just a community manager, but they notice that there is an interest to keep the servers going. There's an interest. They notice that we are still going. They notice that we have community events. They notice that there's still interest from a bunch of people getting some codes, getting some outfits, getting more from this game. They see it, but we need to do a little bit more if we want that to happen. And maybe Exoborne is going to be a part of that. We're going to see. Also, moving on, there's been another discussion with Maya. So there's a person that calls themselves Make Them Suffer, which makes me think that's probably a person that's been that may have been removed from Bloodhunt at some point. Continuing that conversation another day says, so it's a yes, let's boycott Exoborne. Maya says, no, please don't play with people's jobs and hard work like that. We would all love for Exoborne, for Bloodhunt to come back, but it's not that simple. And here Lunar Dragonfire asks, just making sure it's on frame here, maybe in the future if Exoborne is successful, you can return to Prague and update Bloodhunt. This is what I've been talking about. And she says, who knows? We would need a reason to do so. We have been working on a third game on top of Bloodhunt and Exoborne. Cannot disclose anything about it. That's kind of true, but not true. I'll get back to this. So if the number of players doesn't go up, why dedicate resources to Bloodhunt when Exoborne and the third game need them as well? I love Bloodhunt as much as you all do, but I don't want to give you certain hope, and if in the end, if it can end in nothing, the future will tell. The future will tell. So, Hold on, making sure that everyone can see that that's exactly what she wrote. There we go. The third game is a bit of a kind of a, it's a little thing here, because here's the secret about the third game. We're talking about Bloodhunt and Exoborne. These games have been developed by Shark Mob, yes, but Shark Mob Malmo office. There's been another office that's been open for Shark Mob in London. And all of the job postings for their third game, which is an MMORPG, some sort of MMORPG, they've all been London-based. Everything about the job postings for Shark Mob about that third game have all been in London. London has been open up, I think, since 2022, if I remember correctly. So, no. We know that we knew from a long time ago that game number 2 or number 3 had like everything that had to do with Bloodhunt. They are not. So Vampire the Masquerade, vampires, battle royales, like these 3 things, we know that these things that describe Bloodhunt, they are not what game number 2 and game number 3 are about. So vampires, I think they're done for a while. Also because it's an IP and blah blah blah. Like it comes along with that. So yeah, no, it's not vampire. I know Shelby, I know a lot of people would like a vampire MMORPG. RIP to that project by World of Darkness that's been in development for like, I don't know, 5 or 6 years or something like that, and that completely flubbed and disappeared. There was a vampire MMO RPG that was supposed to be done. You know, kind of like WoW, but vampires, that was supposed to happen, and it completely disappeared onto itself. It was a mess. And unfortunately, we were very, 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 very sad about that. I would love that if that could happen one day. And that's why there's a lot of people that have been looking at Bloodhunt and going like, okay, this, but let's make it like not that much over the top, like, you know, vampire battles all the time, but let's make this, expand this to many cities and have an MMORPG happen with this. That got a lot of people excited. Why does all the cool stuff struggle so bad? I don't know. There's the vampire curse over vampire games. It's sad. Anyways, so that's letting you know there are a lot of factors, and it's not necessarily guaranteed that they're going to come back to Bloodhunt. But I know that with all of the stuff that they've been doing, people inside of Shark Mob Malmo, they do know that Bloodhunt still exists. They do know that still have players. They do know that sometimes some of the players are causing freaking ruckus and problems. I know that Shark Mob Legal still knows that there are people playing the game, definitely. So in terms of like having the corporate people decide to go, let's invest again back in Bloodhunt, there needs to be reasons for that. So all of the stuff that I've been saying about maybe reinvestment into Bloodhunt, maybe just for little quality of life patches in the future when Exoborne is out there, I'm still hoping that that can happen. Not expecting battle passes and a whole bunch of content, because that's a big investment. But maybe there's still some hope for that. I decide to keep that hope, okay? But I'm, again, like I'm saying, it's me. I'm just hoping as much as I can. And I'm doing as much as I can to just still keep doing things inside of the community. And I'm hoping that other people will join me into like coming up with some new things to do inside of the game or something like that. As much as I want an update, shout out Shark Mob for leaving servers open. Exactly. That, again, is the biggest, like, kind of question, unanswered question that I have, is why they decided to keep the servers open. But if all the people that are putting money inside of the game for tokens and all of that, and you can keep your judgment about that, okay? Some people coming to a new game, see options to dress your character in a very cool way and go, I want that, they'll spend money and then they'll play the game and then they'll play for what it's worth and then uninstall the game. It's still money that goes directly into server maintenance. All of that stuff goes into server maintenance, keeps the game alive. It's all good. If you knew, spend all your money. I mean, some people do that. Anyways, they know, like we all, like guys that like financial people inside of game companies, they know that gamers have a lot of expendable income that they want to spend on a whole bunch of stuff, you know. That's why they, you know, you've got, and not just whales. We're not talking about whales inside of the gaming industry. We're just talking like people that have like expendable income. They want to spend like a few things, a few dollars and some more cosmetics and all of that. They know we got that money. That's why they come up with like different levels of special editions of games and all sorts of stuff. And we still pay for microtransactions. It's still a thing. It still works. So, you know, personally, I think if we want still Bloodhunt to still be alive and keep people playing, I'm not gonna deter. I'm not gonna do the whole thing of like, why would you spend money on a game that gives you free tokens? That doesn't make sense. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. There's some people that can do that and will do that, and we're all thankful for that. Okay, let's not deter anyone from spending money on this game. Okay, so it's good. Like, keep it to ourselves. Okay, keep it to ourselves. Just you and I. Okay. Now, getting out of Bloodhunt for a few moments, because you know we're talking about vampires just a second ago. There is, I mean, it's been released. Like September 10th has passed. Wait, a second. Where did I go? Oh, no, wait a second. I went too fast. Well, while we have it here, there is, so there's the visual novels, like kind of like choose your own adventure type of dialogue options and very good soundtracks and very good visuals that exist. So there was Coteries of New York, Shadows of New York, and now there's the third and final installment of this series that's called Vampire the Masquerade Reckoning of New York. It's already out there. I hope that I'm going to have some time to stream it, but just for some people who like, you know, the graphic, the visuals of this are usually fantastic. The soundtrack is usually fantastic. I've heard some mixed reviews already about this game, but it's just to let you know that it's out there and it's available. Now, getting back to what exactly I wanted to talk about, but I scrolled my thing a little bit too fast, so I skipped over it. So there was, two things that happened. One, on September 12th, I myself was part of the previous playtest for Exoborne. I got a little email, and basically everyone that was a part of the previous playtest got a little email basically to ask, hey, there's going to be another closed playtest of Exoborne that's going to be coming out soon. Before we ask everyone, do you want to still be a part of the closed playtest? Would you want to return? So they're asking, like, sign up, fill out the little survey, and they go like, okay, because we know exactly how you felt. We've seen you play. We're giving you the opportunity because you already signed the NDA and all of that. And now, a few days after that, so on September 20th, there was an announcement of the second playtest for Exoborne. That is going to be happening this time. It says it's coming in October, and this time the first one was only for North America, and this one is North America and Europe on PC. So console players, I feel bad for you. It's probably, there is a very understandable technical reason like to do that, is because the game is coded on PC by, you know, it's coded on PC, so best, quickest way to do things is to test everything that we already got, like with PC players. That's the quickest way for them to just like go download from Steam, install, test it out and all of that. And they probably have their own like internal testings for when it comes to Xbox and PlayStation and all of that for console. So it's the best way to do that. Maybe there's going to be a playtest for console in the future. We don't know. We don't know the details about that. But yeah, closed playtest is going to be happening. So a chance to participate. You go on the Exoborne website. There is a button there, or you can click on this little link here to sign up. There's a little questionnaire that you need to fill out, because they want to know a little bit about your gaming experience and where you are and how to identify you, and then after that, they're going to determine in the next few weeks. They're probably going to get an email to let you know if you're inside of the playtest or not. Now, one thing that wasn't mentioned, but eventually it was, if you were part of the playtest, so if you got the first picture that I showed you, you know, if you were part of the first playtest and you accepted to play again in the next one, you are automatically already in. You are already in, so like they guarantee, like if you already were in the other playtest, you're guaranteed to be in the next playtest. Just wait for an email to let you know when it's going to happen. If you still have Exoborne on your machine, you're going to be asked to uninstall it to install the new version of it. But yeah, I want to again stress the fact that it is mentioned. Again, it is called closed playtest. It is not a beta. It is not an open beta. It is a playtest that is under NDA. So you will not be allowed to stream it. You will not be allowed to discuss in any of your platforms or on stream of the content of what you're finding inside of the playtest. And that's why they're asking for you for your Discord ID, and that's why they're asking for your Steam ID. Because if you find yourself in the position where you break the NDA, you will not be allowed to install your game. Whenever the game is going to come out, you're going to be banned from it because you've broken the playtest NDA. So the thing about a playtest, last time that we played, that there was a playtest, it was an alpha version of the game. So we're not again at the part of the beta. A beta means usually, and I don't know exactly if that's how they work, a beta means that the game, they've already got like the core mechanics of the game locked in. The game is not finished, you know, until it's released. Until the game is released, it's not finished. Sometimes some people would say even a game is released, it's not finished, but you know, that's not up to me to start that discussion. But an alpha means that there's some things that are going to be missing. Not everything's going to be up to par. It's not going to be it's not going to be optimized, which is why that was the criticism of some people when they showed some gameplay footage or gameplay clips. Some people were saying, "Oh, it looks like it's on 20 or 30 FPS." Like, yeah, it's not. The optimization passes of the game have not been added to it yet, because we haven't figured out exactly if all the big mechanics of the game are there. Once we have everything there, then we're going to know what to optimize, you know? Which, you know, seems a little bit like a lot of sense to me. So we know, because you've been watching some of the Bloodhunt news recaps that I've done in the last few weeks, you know that at some point there is going to be an open beta that is going to happen for Exoborne. Like, there is going to be at some point. When? We don't know, but they've announced that there was going to be one. So, again, a playtest means we're looking for, like, how do you feel about that, like, kind of the look and feel of the game, the look and feel of the gameplay. Is that something that interests you? Are there things that are lacking? We can go back on some things before we say, like, that mechanic is inside the game and we're moving forward with it. Like, they're still in the stage where they can take apart some pieces of the mortar and change them and retrofit them with like some other stuff. They can still play around. There's no dates that have been announced for the game. No dates for an open beta, no dates for an early access, or even if there's going to be an early access, there's no date for a release. There's not even a year for the release. So right now everything's up in the air and they're taking their time. They take the time that they need because they've learned from Bloodhunt. There's a lot of signs of like we are doing this things from Exoborne, and it's clearly like, here's the things that we learned from Bloodhunt, and now we're making sure that we got it right with Exoborne. A lot of stuff that's there. So just keep all of that in mind. When there's going to be a playtest is a playtest. It's just to see, is it going to work on your machine? Is it going to work with your ping? Is it going to, like, they're looking at a lot of stuff. A lot of, not just like data from your machine, they're looking for your impressions before they move on to beta stage. But that's all I know, really. All right, moving on to some other game stuff that, or at least related to me, that I would like you to know about, because I don't do necessarily like a lot of updates about me or what's happening. So I'm just gonna take this moment to do that. First of all, there was a scrim that Jack Stein did, and he asked me to jump in at some point in his Discord to talk a lot about some stuff and a lot of questions that he had about Bloodhunt, about the game, about some stuff, about some secrets, about a bunch of things. I have to warn you, it's in French, so you can use subtitles, but I jumped in, and after that he was just like, hey, you mind if I put a video about that? I'm just like, okay. So he made a video, he edited the heck out of it, so we removed all the political stuff that we talked about, because we were going like, oh, France and things and dictators and a bunch of stuff in Canada, what's happening in France and French and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so he kept everything to Bloodhunt. So if ever you're speaking French or you don't mind looking at subtitles, there's the thing about that anyways. Another thing that some of you, I don't know, you might have noticed, I made a little video to talk about, hey, what's the state of Khalior, my channel, how I feel about channel, how I feel about streaming, how I feel about content creating, how I feel about Bloodhunt, how I feel about Exoborne, how I feel about other things to like, it's kind of a, you know, just a point of like, I've done a lot of reflection during the summer. I've been doing a lot of different things with my stream and my schedule and some of that. So here's where I'm standing at. Here's what I'm doing. Here's where I'm going. I tried to make it short and concise. And yeah, I've got some good feedback out of it so far from the people who watched it. So I'm just like, all right, they're cool. But it's just kind of to let you know, here's where I am, here's where I'm at, here's where I'm at, my head is at, and here's what I hope that I will remember that this is the direction I'm going. So might be interesting to you. Another thing that, and probably one of the last things to remind you, is that September is still happening. We've got 1 week left of September. It's great. I just want to let you know right now, recurring subs, like there's discount on subs, there's bonus bits that are going to be happening. Wait, September 26th? Oh, later on this week. The bonus, so we're in the middle of like 2 different things, but yeah, I don't really ask for that a lot apart from my usual like subathon that I do in February. But hey, you've got discounts on subs. If you like what I'm doing for the Bloodhunt community and all of that stuff and the news and the blah, 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 all of that, it would be really great. I would appreciate it if you could subscribe. That would be great. You have access to a whole bunch of fantastic animated emotes and emotes that not a lot of other channels have. And it keeps you from having ads. Also, I'm okay if you don't do subs. Maybe if you want to join the Turbo Army, get yourself if you want to get yourself some Twitch Turbo to make sure that you don't get any ads, but all of the ad revenue is going to go to the streamer. Also, it helps Twitch stay alive a little bit more, better than ads would do. That's also something that I encourage you to do. But yeah, it's kind of like me passing on the hat of just like, hey, Bloodhunt community, you like what I've been doing, huh? Remember to tip the streamer. Okay, I didn't talk about it. I also have a tip jar. It's in my description, but I don't talk a lot about it because I'm not that kind of streamer. But hey, while this is here, you're getting a sale on your recurring subs. So hey, do it if you feel like it. Do it. It's up to you. I'm not forcing you to do it. Do it. So moving on to the next topic. Okay, we are at the point of wait, what do I have here? Okay, hold on. Moving on to my other camera. Oh, hold on. There we go. We are at the point of the stream. Hold on. I'm sorry. This took a very long time. There's going to be a lot of edits that's going to happen in the video. But yeah, we're at the point where I tell you what to expect now. So, there's the community vote. Remember to vote for the community event. Right now, we're past the hour, so probably now the vote results are already there. I'm going to be looking at that on stream. But remember that wherever you're going to be voting this week, specifically in Bloodhunt, that is going to be affecting the private solo 1v1 event that's going to be happening on Saturday the 5th for Mr. Cheeks. So the private 1v1 solo event is going to be affected by that. So maybe choose the right weapons. Also, want to remind you that I'm keeping the Nosferatu event open until tomorrow morning. The Embrace the Masquerade, if you want to send your submissions, like I said earlier, there's only 7 people that submitted screenshots. It's not a lot, but there's a lot of prizes, so do it. I'm going to be keeping that open until tomorrow, and I'm going to be putting the voting option, the voting form, I'm going to be putting that out tomorrow, and then we're going to see if that new system works. Community Scrims are still going on. As a matter of fact, after I'm done with this stream, we're going to be rating Mr. Damn Duck Gaming, who is just in chat right there. We're going to be rating him. A reminder that we still have, if ever you want to check out the online calendar of the scrims and also some events that might be coming, or what events are actually going on, I decided to add those there so you know a little bit of what's going on. Hey, that's me. There you go. Also, yeah, I want to tell you that October events, probably at some point I'm going to be able to confirm a lot of things that are going on. If ever you want to join in or make your own event or have your own, I don't know, little scavenger hunt or that type of stuff, it's okay if there's multiple scavenger hunts that are going at the same time. It's more things for the community. That's great. But yeah, I'm going to be able to confirm some of the stuff that's going to be happening in October. And yeah, a lot of things. There's a lot of things that are going to be like, I hope are going to be settled this week. Now that Tobias is back, he was sick in the last week, so we had a lot of things that had to wait. Is there anything else I want to add? Probably, but right now I completely forgot. So yeah, October events, if you want to help out, if you want to join in, if you want to help out but you don't know how, send me a DM. I know there's going to be also a duos event that I need to talk to someone about. Look for that. Otherwise, whenever there's events, whenever there's like things that are happening in the community, I would encourage you to please join in, either by participating or watching the streams or lurking in the streams. It's always good. It's always good to have some ways that you can help out the community. and have a different level of involvement. It's okay. But remember to share, like, retweet, tell your friends and all of that stuff. Remember that the game is in our hands. It's the community. It's the community that's the key forward. You've seen what I've been reading coming from Maya. We need to keep this going. So it's the game only is going to die if we let it die. As a reminder, also, I still want to remind you, in November, I'm going to be mostly missing in action. So events, you're going to be like, what happened with the events? Oh, wait, it's up to us to do it if Khalior's not doing things? Wait a second, what? You can already start thinking about that. Yeah, we've got community incentives that are made to make the game more interesting, but as usual, if you want to help out, if you don't know where to start or any of that, raise a hand, send a DM, maybe I can help you. And let's help out each other. If you don't want to help out, it's okay, do your thing, but don't block the efforts of other people who are just doing things just for fun, for themselves or for their own community or for the Bloodhunt community. Don't cock block us. See the PSA that I talked about earlier. All right, so if ever you hear about like some other things that are happening inside of the community, some other people are doing events or giveaways and all of that, make sure you let me know so I can let people know that these are things that are happening. And yeah, I want to tell you, like, that's it for us here in terms of the news recap. This was a long one, but remember, if everything goes well, next weekend, probably going to do another news recap with a lot of other things to tell you about. Hopefully, let's hope. But right now, that's it for us here. Remember to be kind to each other and to yourself. Thank you for watching. The people are on streams, remain on stream. We're not done. But for the people who are watching on YouTube, thank you for doing so. And yeah, I'll see you next week.